Oh, well, I fell for it at the end. I made the start to make the walk out the door at the end of Raw, and when Cody and Jey were in the ring celebrating, I kind of did the whoa, wait a minute, and maybe they're putting the fake little disclaimer at the bottom of the screen that it's the end of Raw, and maybe Jay's gonna give it to him, but really good match for a babyface versus babyface match with the two hottest guys in the company as of right now. They really put it out there. I was kind of watching and really looking to see like some sort of like devious sort of action in this match, but really it was just it got serious. That's the best way to put it, is those guys were really fighting. They were really giving it their all. Jey Uso gave it everything he had. I mean, he reversed the crossroads into hitting Cody with his own finisher. He had Cody in the sleeper. Cody was able to escape from it. But they really were going at it. Cody Rhodes hitting Jey Uso with 3 different super Cody cutters. One of them off the top rope when it looked like Jey was going to the top rope to hit the big splash, to basically put it down. He had super kicked him. He really gave him everything he got, but Cody prevails. He moves on to the finals at Night of Champions. There's a lot going on inside of the company, but almost like as to like solidify, like this is what we're doing. We're not backing out of the plan. Michael Cole ends Raw basically saying, Cody moves on to the finals, Night of Champions, Saturday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. I don't even think WWE going there has hit the mainstream news feed. But pretty soon, once, like CNN, Fox News, NBC get a hold of this, it's gotta be, you're just throwing chum into the water for the sharks. WWE making the decision to head to the Middle East right now when this is going on. Like I said in my video earlier today, I don't really watch the news. I don't really pay attention to the news. I might skim some stuff on Twitter. But basically, in the long way, the way I think is, I don't think, any of these politicians or anything are caring about Stevie Breach or the Breach family. So I just don't need to pay attention to all the negative that they put out there, because you can't even really tell what is real in the world is all. But during the show, we had Jade win her Queen of the Ring semifinals match. She'll be moving on to Night of Champions, where she's going to face Asuka in the finals. Asuka, of course, would go up against Io Sky. Jade would go up against Tiffany Stratton or Nia Jax if she wins her match on SmackDown, or Naomi if she cashes in somewhere along the way before SummerSlam. What if she cashed in on her way to the ring at SummerSlam? So what if she just beat her up from behind, pinned her, then had to defend the championship? That'd be a kind of a dumb way to do it. I wonder if they would even have the match after that. It's not like this 24/7 or the hardcore title. I'm just dreaming up situations sort of in my head. But I talked a little bit about it in my video that I put up earlier after the Queen of the Ring finals, but seems that a lot is going on in Judgment Day. They're kind of like restructuring the deck, kind of like where they're going or what they're doing. With Liv Morgan's injury, they canceled the Dominic versus AJ Styles match. Obviously, Liv was going to play a lot into that match. I think that it was going to involve Roxanne becoming involved in the match, even though Liv was down there. I don't know if that meant that Dom was going to lose, because if the plan was to get the Intercontinental Championship off of Dom, they could have easily just had the match and AJ just would have beat him. So somehow I think Roxanne might have been the one who was supposed to help Dom win, even though probably Liv was out there. And then Dom maybe started looking at Roxanne like, oh, maybe you're my good luck piece. And I want to have you out there helping me out on the way, because the way you're helping me helps. and Liv might have clunked Dom with the championship or something like that along the way on accident, and just caused a little tomfoolery. But we had the Braun Breaker destroying Penta. That was freaking awesome. He didn't destroy him, but he beat him. And part of me during that match was thinking that, like, Penta needs to get a win. Maybe Penta would win this match to sort of show the first loss for this Seth Rollins group, even though they've lost, like, in qualifying matches, but they didn't, like, take the falls. So I thought they might do it, but they got the win again. They're looking strong as hell. I don't know, man. Night of Champions. There's so much news about this freaking Saudi Arabia thing. WWE saying they're going, and you know the just all of the bad news that's going on over there. I think that's more news than almost anything else that happened on Raw. It was a good episode. I was into it. What's going on with the whole Bayley, Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyrie match, whatever the heck her name is. It seemed like Bayley was going to have the match won. Maybe they're trying to turn it into like a three-way dance deal with all three names going at it, and maybe that's the way that Becky Lynch thinks that she can keep her championship and win out of this whole deal, is turning Lyra and Bayley against each other, to the point where she's getting help from the other one, even though they don't like her. Maybe that's her best way to see out of it. Bayley and Becky Lynch had a really good match for the Intercontinental Championship on Raw tonight. I just don't understand why these girls are fighting. It is a new championship. Both of these ones, they've won the Royal Rumble. They've main evented WrestleMania. They've won championships at WrestleMania. They've defended their championships at WrestleMania. I just don't understand why all of a sudden this Intercontinental Championship is something that's on their mind. It seems like both of them should be gunning for Io Sky or Tiffany, and they're just letting them escape. But then again, maybe it's just they want to build up this women's division. These women have been on the main roster for 9 years now. Well, Becky, I think Bayley, main roster 8 years, but still long damn time. Maybe they're just trying to think of getting some fresh blood in there. And I don't know. Good episode of Raw. Wasn't great, but we just gotta follow what's going on. Nothing with CM Punk and John Cena other than getting a video package, much like Brian Alvarez begs AEW to give him. But we'll see, man. Good stuff. I still didn't love the promo from John Cena on SmackDown, but I think I just overshot paying attention to the beginning of the promo when they slowed it down in the video package. The stuff that he said that it was his own stuff. Talking about he talks a big game. His tweets are strong, but his word in real life isn't. He's had 7 minutes of being the best in the world 14 years ago, and he's still living off that as his name. Good stuff, man. That's the best way to put it. Those are good lines. Whether Punk helped him come up with them or he came up with them on his own, and his delivery is a lot better. It's the John Cena voice that we're used to, and not his, I'm going to be a bad guy, so I need to, develop my character to be like the Lex Luthor of WWE and change it to where it's almost like he's been brainwashed and it's John Cena's body, but he's got a demon in there fighting it, and we need to break it loose. Not like that. So we'll see what's up. Good episode, not great episode, but there it is. Monday Night Raw. Boom.